Welcome to the Papa Rockstars podcast with Anya Bohm, where we talk about all things paparazzi, team training, suggestions, interviews with elite leaders, and more, all to help you grow and explode your paparazzi accessories business to rockstar success.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Papa Rockstars podcast. My name is Anya Bohm, and I am your show host. Today, we're going to be talking about how to reignite your passion. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes you hit a big goal and know exactly how much hard work and time it took to get there, and you're not sure where to go next. Maybe you have started to feel underappreciated or undervalued. Whatever the reason is that you have lost your passion, in today's episode, we are going to talk about how to reignite that spark. Now, before we get into that, head on over to paparockstars.com/ignite. And that is where you're going to find all of the show notes for today. So you can highlight those, circle the things that you find important. You're going to find the call image that we'll talk about in just a second. And you can also share this show out to your team members or your friends. Now, again, that website is paparockstars.com/ignite. Now, that show image that I was just talking about today, it kind of looks like a battery that's getting jump started, and it says, "A dead battery cannot charge a dead battery. Take time to recharge." We'll talk about that more in the episode, but you can grab that again over on the website. Okay, let's jump into today's training. I have seen it time and time again. Burnout. Rockstar consultants who blaze to the top, crushing goal after goal, and then they seem to fizzle. It's not hard to see that they don't have the passion, the fire, that energy that they used to. Or I've also seen it with team members and friends. They're motivated and excited and pushing ahead, and then a few months later, all of that seems to just have faded. Maybe this is you, or maybe it's a team member or a friend who seems to be in a slump or lacking that spark or that passion that they once had. It's actually a pretty common thing to go through. I mean, what goes up must come down, right? So it makes sense that your attitude and energy around your business will have its ups and its downs too. The important thing is to not stay down for too long, not to let a temporary dip derail you completely. So let's talk about a few ways that you can re-energize that spark. Number 1, set a new goal. Make it a big, scary, audacious goal. What is your next step? Set that goal and write down 10 steps that you are going to take to get there. Now, don't overthink this. Just write down the first things that are coming into your mind. I tend to ponder and rethink over and over again. So don't do this. Here's the truth. Are you ready for this? You have figured out everything in your life up till this point. Everything you have accomplished, you have figured out. I'm going to say this again for those in the back. You have figured out everything in your life up to this point. Everything you have accomplished, girl, you have figured it out. And you're also going to figure out how to hit this new goal. So write down that goal and then write down your 10 steps you're going to take to get there. Then pick one, just one, and start making a plan on how you're going to accomplish it. Got it? Good. Now we can move on to step 2. Number 2, try something new. Now, maybe it's a new event or speed sale. Maybe it's new because you haven't done it in a while, like a home party or a basket party or a holiday open house. If you can't think of a way, ask a team member or some other paparazzi friends how they are working their business, what they're finding is successful. And then pick one and get to work on making it happen. Now, whether it's trying something new or bringing back something you've done before, getting away from your norm is a great way to shake things up and freshen things up a little bit. Number 3, B. Sometimes finding your passion again for something takes a little more time and effort than setting a new goal or just getting outside your comfort zone. And sometimes the reason why you lost your passion in the first place is very real and very much affecting your life still. While this method is a little more drastic, it can be super effective. So make a list of what someone who has their spark, who is full of passion, would be doing, and then get to work on doing that. If you had your passion, would you be going live more often? Would you be talking to a potential team member? Would you be doing more parties or more events? Would you be doing more to train your team? What does that look like to you? A lot of times when we lose our spark and when we don't feel like we're finding the success that we want or that we expect, we tend to pull back. We disengage. We take less action. This step, this suggestion is simply the opposite of that. It's taking action, getting moving, and working your business. Studies have proven that when you aren't feeling happy, if you smile anyways, soon you're going to find that you are happy. Same idea here. If you're going through the motions of working your business, doing those things that someone who is growing and achieving is taking, and with enough action, I think that you will find that you not only start to discover more success in your business, but that your spark also gets reignited. Number 4, learn something new. I am a perpetual student. I love learning different ways to grow personally and professionally. I listen to podcasts, to audiobooks, I take free courses online, and I attend training meetings where I vigorously take notes. This growth is part of what helps me keep my spark. Learning new ways to build and work my business, learning new ways to help my team, learning new ways to maximize my results and minimize my efforts, learning ways to better myself or my relationships. So try learning something new in one area of your life. A rising tide lifts all boats. So if you want to work on your relationships and start listening to podcasts or reading books on the subject, it's very possible that the success and the passion that you will find with that will bleed over into your passion for business. Or maybe you decide to challenge your team by working your business in a new and a different way. Maybe a messenger party or a live event. As you learn how to master this new area of your business, it shakes things up and it helps to shake off the dust that may have settled in other areas of your business. That kind of leads us right into number 5. So number 5 is shake things up. Another reason your spark might have faded is because you've gotten bored. You've done the same things to work your business day in and day out. And while you've developed great habits, your mind no longer feels challenged or engaged. You need to find a way to shake things up, to add a new challenge or new activities to your daily routine. When your mind has a challenge to attack, it works on how to break it down and how to accomplish it. I'm going to show my nerdy side just a little bit right here. Are you ready? When your mind is trying to tackle something, it almost jumpstarts your brain again. It stimulates your prefrontal cortex of your brain. That's the very front part, like right behind your forehead. This is the part of the brain that you use to problem solve and to make decisions. When you are in a rut or when you're just doing things out of habit, your prefrontal cortex almost shuts down. There isn't any new information or challenges, so it takes a little nap. It gets super bored, and that's when it starts chewing on other things that you could be doing, or when it starts to look for a new challenge so it can get re-engaged. So do something new. Set a huge goal. Go back to number 1. Switch up your routine. And you will be amazed how that will spark tiny flames will start to emerge as you re-engage your prefrontal cortex. Number 6, evaluate. Most of the time when I find my passion fading, it's because something, usually like my business and my home life balance, is out of whack. Maybe I was chasing down a huge goal and I was spending an insane amount of time focused on working and accomplishing that. Or maybe I have been working with my team on hitting some huge goals and I just didn't take any time for me. Maybe it's just a busy time of year and I feel like I'm always running and never have time for just me. Whatever that looks like for you, take a break. Sometimes this is the most difficult advice to follow, but it is so important. Go to a movie with some friends, have a date with your husband, make a craft, or have some snuggle time with your kiddos. Read a good book. Completely detach your mind from anything business or work related for 24 hours. Hear me when I say a full 24 hours. Recharge your soul and the rest will follow. A dead battery cannot charge another dead battery. So take some time to recharge, to just be, and add some balance or self-care back into your life. And you'll find that your passion wasn't gone. It was just muffled. Now, to avoid this in the future, schedule some time for you. Notice I say schedule because it's not just going to happen. Whether that's a monthly pedicure, getting your nails done, or a massage, it could be a bunko or a bingo night with some girlfriends, or maybe you just want to join a book club so that you make time every few weeks to read a new book. Evaluate the areas in your life that you might not be giving enough attention to, and then be very intentional about how you're going to add those to your life in the future. If you feel your passion starting to drain, or you feel like you've lost it altogether, try one of these suggestions above and see if they work to help get you fired up and re-energized. Thanks again for listening in today. Again, head on over to the website at paparockstars.com/ignite to grab your copy of this episode so you can share it out with your friends. You can highlight and mark it up and grab that show image we talked about in the beginning. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.